नमस्ते मंजरी भगिनी.
नमस्ते भगिनी. नमस्ते. ध्यान श्लोक.
I request Lakshya to chant the Dhyana Shloka. Lakshya. Hari Om Ma. Yes.
Jnanam Partaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gretitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrutavaršinim Bhagavatim Astadashadyayiniim Amba Tvamanusangadami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Namostute Vyasavisala Buddhe Pullaravindaya Tapatra Enavaya Bharata Taila Punaha Prajvalito Nanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totavekraikapanaye Nanamudra Krishnaya Gitamruta Duve Namah Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogda Gopalanandana Partho Vatsa Sudhi Bhokta Dudam Gitam Rutamata Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramadhanam Devaki Paramanandam Mugdam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jalagandharani Lodpala Chalyagraravati Krupena Vani Karunena Vela Kula Aishvatama Vikarna Gora Makara Divyodana Vartini Chotirna Kalupandavai Nananadi Gaivataka Kesava Parasarya Vachas Sarojam Malam Gitatan Vandotkatam Nanakyanaka Kesharam Harikata Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Chajjana Satpadaira Harahaha Petiyamanam Muda Boyod Bharata Kesh Pankajam Kalimala Sadvansinaha Yase
Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langayate girim Yat krupatamaham vande Paramananda madhavam Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutaha Tunvanti divyaistavairyaihi Sangapadakramopaniषदैहि गायन्ति यं सामगाः ज्ञानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः
Devaya Tasmai Namah Devaya Tasmai Namah.
Thank you, Lakshya. Hari Om Ma.
Hari Om.
Yeah, Manjari Bhagini.
Hari Om. Raksha, it was very delightful to hear such a small child and telling this dhyana shlokas. It was really very nice. And welcome all of you for English sessions of Bhagavad Gita. So all of you know that last class we were doing the sixth chapter. We have completed 10 shlokas. So in that, we have seen that Krishna starts how to do meditation, how our preparation should be. So first he says that yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthitah ekaki yatachittatma nirashira parigraha. So a yogi while doing meditation he should stay in a quiet place, in an isolated place where there is no crowd, and then nirashihi he should be without any asha, and aparigraha he should not have anything around him, like he should aparigraha means sangraha rahitaha. He should not collect anything, in the sense he should not be attached to any worldly materials. Sukanya Pagini, all of you can see the screen. It is ಇನ್ನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ ಭಗಿನಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನು?
It is seen very small.
Yeah.
ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಭಗಿನಿ.
Yeah.
ಬಟ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಭಗಿನಿ?
It's possible you do, otherwise it's okay. Okay, Prabhakar Mahodaya, you will read shlokas, 11th shloka.
अस्तु. ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परमात्मने नमः. शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य स्थिरमासनमात्मनः नात्युच्छ्रितं नातिनीचं चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम्.
Mahodaya, read 2 shlokas together for this, because there is no verb in this shloka. So let us read together.
अस्तु महोदय. तत्रैकाग्रं मनः कृत्वा यतचित्तेन्द्रियक्रियः उपविश्यासने युञ्ज्यात् योगमात्मविशुद्धये.
Dhanyavad Mahodaya. So last
Is
class,
it okay Bhagini now?
it's not seen. You are not sharing your screen, Bhagini.
No Bhagini, I am sharing. No? Yeah, just
No, it's not
okay.
visible.
Yeah. Yes, sorry. Yes.
No, again it is the same.
Yes, madam. We see only small.
Yeah, but it's okay. You check if you can do the entire screen or that window.
Yeah, you can zoom in your mobile Bhagini.
Okay.
Because I joined in my mobile actually. That is the problem.
Oh, okay.
Okay, na? Okay.
So please, I think you people may be having books also with you, and then you can zoom in your gadgets, whatever mobile or laptop. Then I think you can see that.
Okay, they can zoom them.
Okay. So Krishna says, last time we have seen that he asked us or the sadhakas to select a place where there is no crowd, and then he should be asha rahitaha nirashihi. And then so here shuchau deshe means the area where we sit. Shuchau, it should be very clean. And then pratisthapya, making yourself seated there. Sthiram asanam atmanaha, our seat, or the one who is doing meditation, atmanaha, his seat. Sthiram should be stable. And then na ati uchritam, it should not be too high. Na ati neecham, it should not be very low. And then chailajina kushottaram. So the yogi, the sadhaka, one who wants to do this meditation, so he should make his seat or asana in such a way that first layer should be some mat made of grass, and then next on the top of that there should be some skin of some animals, and then on that a cotton cloth, says Krishna. And pratishtapya, there is no verb in this sentence. So after making, it continues for the next shloka. So what this shloka says is, having arranged one seat made of a piece of soft cloth, a skin and grass mat, layered in actually reverse order, kushottaram, and then sitting in a shuchau deshe, in a clean place, and then sthiram, firm, na atyuchritam, not too high, na ati neecham, not too low. So, how we should do preparations to start our meditation tells this shloka. The first very important point here is the place where we sit to do meditation or pranayama. You should be very clean. There should not be any litter. There should not be any dust or anything, or dustbin or garbage or litters or piece of papers or some tea cups and all. So it should not be there, because if the place is clean, only then we also feel very calm and we can connect to our meditation. And it's not only that the place where we sit should be clean, we also should be clean. That is, we should take bath, and after bath only we can start this. Or if it is evening, then at least we should wash our hands, feet, and then face and all those. And then we should wear very clean, washed clothes. It's not that only outside surroundings should be clean, also we should be clean, our body should be clean, and next is our clothes that we wear, those things also should be clean. So step by step he says our target, our aim is to make our antaranga, that is atma shuddhi, that is clean our mind. So before that we should start doing this. We should start from the outside things and slowly we'll move inside. And then next, uh, sthiram asanam atmanaha. So on what we sit, so asana is a seat. So that should be stable. That should not be moving. So if it is not fixed, not firm, and if it is shaking or moving, then what happens? Our entire attention goes there. If we are not stable, then we cannot do meditation. Attention will be always there only if it is shaking. So he says that it should be sthiram. And then na ati uchritam, we should not be high place, like uh, in olden days. Why Krishna is telling all these things is it is in reference to the rishis and munis. And then there should not be very low area also. Why it is like that? It is because if it is low lying area, then what happens? There may be some worms or germs, so that also is not safe. And then in olden days, what these rishis and all they used to do, they used to sit on a river bank where there used to be some rocks, some stones, and also on that they used to sit little height. So if they are not stable, then it is not safe to do meditation there, because they may not fall down, but all the attention goes there. So he says that first make sure that your seat is stable, so all your attention should be focused on dhyana. So before that only make sure that nothing disturbs you once you start doing dhyana. So he says that na ati uchritam, na ati neecham. So like that, we should arrange our place. And then it should not be very hard also. And it should be some divine thing. Like, we should not use it for any other purpose. We should not use it for any work also. It should be exclusively for doing pranayama or dhyana. We should use it only for that. It should be reserved only for that purpose. It's not that we'll sit on that and eat, or we'll watch TV, we'll chat with people, we'll talk with people, we'll fight or argue. No, then you will not get connected to divine thing. The moment you see that mat which is reserved only for that purpose, so then your mind gets connected to that, because every day you are sitting on that and doing meditation. So the moment you see that you sit on that, it doesn't take much time for you to connect. Suppose it is something else, you are using it for different purposes, then mind gets distracted on sitting on that. What you have done, you might have eaten something, or you might have watched some movie, so that all comes into mind, so again it distracts you. That's why that mat should be exclusively for the meditation. And he says that chailajina kushottaram, it's like kusha is grass, and there used to be some mat made of grass, and on the top of that mruga charma, and then on the top of that one cotton cloth. And that we you must be knowing that mruga charma, that is the deer or the tigers or some animals, and they were using, the Rishi Munis were using that. And the point to be noted here is these skins of the animals, they were available in nature in those days, so they shouldn't be killed for this purpose. So they were like how we get dry leaves nowadays. In the same way, Rishi Munis used to live in forest, and either by natural death or by animals fighting each other or a tiger killing these deers and all those things. Krishna Jina, the name has come by Krishna Mruga, the skin of Krishna Mruga. So these things were available in nature, and the rishis were using it to make their seat warmer, because we were not having blankets or anything what we have now, the very warm and woolen clothes and all those things. There were no manufacturing factories or something like that. So everything they used to find out in the nature. So all these things which were already available, they were using that. And later on, what happened, people started killing animals to sell these things, these skins and all. For the skins, they used to kill the animals, and then it became as a business. So now government has banned all these things. It is good that they have banned, because all of you know that tiger and other animals are extinct, isn't it? So there very few tigers are there now, so they may become extinct very shortly if it continues. That's why government has banned that. So but in those days when this Bhagavad Gita was written, so Krishna says that there should be one grass mat, on that the animal skin, because to make that seat warmer, and on that there should be one cotton cloth, like whatever they used to, cotton saris or vestis or dhotis, what they were wearing. So that very soft cotton cloth. So, and this should be exclusively for doing dhyana, and it should be reserved for that particular person. It should not be used by everyone. So like how we have our own clothes, in the same way our own mat. So nowadays they have yoga mats. So in those days, these were the yoga mats, three layered mats, so which were suitable for all the three seasons. So they were using that. So Krishna says that we should use it only for the purpose of doing meditation. And which in the present scenario, we need not have to go to forest, and we need not have to do this grass and animal skin and all those things. So but we should see that we select a place in our house where there is no crowd, where there is no TV, where there are no people talking. That is first thing. And we should wear washed clean cloth, and we should select a place where the surface is even, the surface is flat. So we shouldn't sit on sofa, we shouldn't sit on bed, and we should select a place where it is very flat. And if we can sit on the mat, on the floor, it's well and good. Otherwise also we should select a place which is even or plain surface. On that we have to sit, and we should start doing meditation. And every day better if we sit in the same place, so that we can connect very easily to the meditation. uh, Nantaram, so this is about uh, how to make the outside arrangements. Then tatraikagram manah kritva yata chittendriya kriyah upavishyasane yunjat udyogam atma vishuddhaye. Tatra, there, on the mat which you have prepared already. Manaha ekagram krutva, making the mind to a focused to a single point, ekagram, to a single point. And then yata chittendriya kriyaha, having conquered the chitta and indriya, mastered the mind and senses. And then uh, asane upavishya, having seated on the asana that we have, he has told, no, but it is prepared, three layered asana. Then atma vishuddhaye udyogam yunjat, so start doing meditation for the purpose of purification of the mind. So sitting there, that three layered seat, making one's mind one pointed, tatra ekagram, absorbed in the object of meditation. And one who has mastered the mind and senses practice meditation for the purification of the mind, says Krishna. So in the 11th shloka, we have seen how the outside surroundings should be prepared to do dhyana. And now he says how we should prepare our mind for that. So, tatra ekagram manah kritva. So, he should sit on that mat, on that seat, and then his mind should be conquered with his senses. And he should, suppose it, if it is a room in our house, the door of the room should be closed. Otherwise, what happens? We can hear TV, we can hear children playing, or we can hear some elders talking, some arguments. So, some debates may be going on. So, we should close the door where we are doing meditation. It is like when we go to movie, cinema theater, then what happens? So, before the cinema starts, so they'll close all the windows and doors. Why it is like that? It is to forget totally the outside world and get engrossed on the screen, whatever they show, no, that we have to watch. So little bit someone opens the door, we get so disturbed because we want to enjoy that thing that comes on the screen. So everything will be closed. So then what happens when we watch starting movie? So we just forget ourselves. We forget who we are, isn't it? Many times it happens, and we forget our body, and we forget our worries and tensions, and also we forget ourselves completely. That's what happens when we go to movie usually. So, and what is the idea of closing the doors, windows, curtains, everything? We should totally forget the outside world. So in the same way, when we do pranayama or meditation, so we have to close the door, and also we have to close the doors of our mind from where we get outside things, that we should close. So once if we are able to close all the outside outlets, from where we get the uh, external materialistic newses or materialistic attractions, if we are able to shut those things, then what happens? The mind gets some enormous energy. The mind is so focused now, we get energy. It's like, I don't know, many of you might have seen this practical when we were in schools. So they used to, on a sunny day, they used to take students and then take a concave mirror and focus on the sun and hold a paper behind it. And if we move that concave mirror, and then after some time we'll be able to fix that focal point, and then the paper starts burning. Or if we hold our palm also starts burning. So how it is possible? So the sun's rays are so scattered, and then we are able to focus all that, and we are able to burn a paper. And this is how our solar water heaters work, this is how solar cookers work, isn't it? So sun's energy is scattered in all the directions. Just by holding that concave mirror, we are able to converge that light and then focus it on a point and use that energy for our purposes of heating the water or cooking the food, and so many other purposes where we are using that. In the same way, our mind is scattered in thousands directions. Our mind is scattered in so many things: family, or children, or profession, our house, our surroundings, our society, our friends, and so many things. So, if we are able to close all the doors and focus it in a single point, then we get enormous energy, and that energy we can focus on God. So, then first thing is, we have seen in the last week only, I think. So, before uh, getting or able to get God within us, get means able to see God within ourselves, what is essential? That is, we should have Atma Shuddhi. Without Atma Shuddhi, we cannot see God within ourselves. So Atma Shuddhi, as we have discussed in the last class, Atma Shuddhi is a compulsory subject in getting moksha, or in this spiritual path it is compulsory. Like our SSLC or 10th standard is compulsory to get admission into colleges or different uh, stream of education. In the same way, to get success in the spiritual path, Atma Shuddhi is very, very important. So for that, what we should do? So we should uh, just gather the energy that is scattered in different directions. First thing is, we have to centralize that energy and then focus it on God. Then what happens? The mind becomes transparent, and then we can see God within ourselves. So that's what Krishna is telling here. So step by step, he is telling how we should prepare our mind for meditation. Mahodaya, agre patatu.
अस्तु महोदय समं कायशिरो ग्रीवं धारयन्नचलं स्थिरः सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं दिशश्चानवलोकयन्
Read the next also. They are also together.
प्रशान्तात्मा विगतभिः ब्रह्मचारिव्रते स्थितः मनः संयम्य मच्चित्तः युक्त आसीत मत्परः.
Dhanyavad Mahodaya. So in the 13th shloka, there is no verb. So that sentence is incomplete. So better if we read together. Okay. Samam kayaha shiraha grivam dharayan achalam sthiraha sampreksha nasikagram swam disaschan anavalokayan. So, samam means straight, kayaha means body, shiraha head, and griva means neck, and then achalam dharayan holding these three in a straight line, and then sthiraha being stable, and then swam nasikagram sampreksha keep your drishti eyesight on the tip of the nose by keeping like that, and then disascha anavalokayan not seeing in the directions in any direction. So again, how to sit, what should be the posture is telling. So that is holding oneself firm, sthiraha, without moving, that is, and then uh, keeping the body, head and neck in one straight line, samam kaya shiro grivam, and then looking at the tip of one's nose for the fixing the eyesight, and not looking in all direction. This is anavalokayan, that is, you, you should not look here and there. So fix your eyesight on the tip of the nose and then start doing dhyana. So all of us know that. I think many of you might have attended dhyana classes, and many of you may be practicing it at home. And then if you are doing that, then you know the right posture, how it should be done, and how the place, all those things may be. So more or less, even today, after thousands of years, the rules are more or less same, because for the present yoga gurus or meditation gurus, these books are the sources from where they'll get idea, they'll practice, and they'll see how it is useful and all those things. This book and Patanjali's Yoga Shastra, they are the sources. So when we sit for dhyana, the correct posture is very important. So our body should be straight, it should be in a straight line. Our head, neck, and the back, it should be in a single straight line. And then we should not bend our back forward, and then it should be straight. Because what happens if we sit, if we don't sit straight, then what happens? The mind will be occupied by tamas, that is, the body becomes lazy. So if it is done like that, then we may not be able to uh, think about serious matters, or grasp some serious things, because the mind becomes tamas, tamoguna comes, and then meditation may not be possible. In the same way, we should not lean against any pillar or wall. So again, what happens if you do so? Then you may get sleep, and sleep is the biggest enemy for the meditation. That's why one should sit straight. You should not bend forward also, or backward also. You shouldn't lean, and body should be sthira, stable. So he should not be moving, because that movement shows that his mind is not fixed. And then once, if he is engrossed in meditation, if he is dirgha dhyanapara, then he should look like a statue. Shila Pratima, he should look like a statue. So one can visualize Gautam Buddha, one who is meditating. So that position, a person who is really totally engrossed in meditation, he should look like Buddha in a straight posture. He should sit, and he should be really engrossed in that. He should have that inward journey, and then he should look like a statue, it says. And then why he should see the his eyesight should be fixed at the tip of the nose, because it helps him for the inward journey, antarmukhata, to do meditation. It helps a lot. That's why he should fix his eyesight on the tip of the nose. And then dishan avalokayan. So what happens if he looks left side, here, there, top, and all? Again, he gets distracted. That's why dishan means the directions. He should not see in any of the directions. His eyesight should be fixed only in the tip of the nose, and that takes him to the inward journey. That eyesight itself helps him to do the inward journey. That's why he shouldn't look here and there. He shouldn't look in any direction, north, south, or whatever. He shouldn't look in any direction. Only his tip of the nose he should stare, and slowly that helps him to start the pranayam, the meditation, or the inward journey. And so all these things are related to make his body ready for meditation, sitting straight, and where his eyesight should be, and all those things are related to his prepare his body for the meditation. And next he says how to prepare the mind, prashantatma. So being quiet, who is the mind in tranquil. And then uh, Vigata Bhihi, who is Bhihi means fear, who is free from fear. And then Brahmachari Vrite Sthitaha, established in commitment to the life of Brahmacharin. And then Manaha Sayamya, so controlling his mind. And then Machittaha, so the meditator thinking of me, Machittaha, thinking of Krishna. And Yukta Asita Mat Paraha, so having me as the ultimate goal. So while yes, so goal, me as a goal means God as a goal, Krishna as a goal. Uh, so, how to start with um, preparing the mind? The first point is prashantatma. So, his mind should be very calm, very cool. There should not be any anxiety. There should not be any excitement. Then dhyana cannot happen. So, he should see that such things will not come, because just before starting meditation, if he has argued with someone, if he fought with someone, if he was angry on someone, then definitely dhyana will not happen that day. So when he sits for dhyana, again and again those thoughts will come. So when a person does dhyana, it is not that only that time he should do. Before that also, if he is preparing mind for that, only then dhyana will happen. Only then meditation will happen. So he should, entire day, he should see that there will be no obstacles for his dhyana. Suppose a person is doing dhyana every day evening after coming from office, then when some irritating things happen, then he should make sure that I'll not get engrossed in that. I'll not take it serious. I'll not take it to my mind. If I do that, if I lose my patience, then my dhyana will not happen today evening. So, how to handle it? Being as a third person, I have to handle it. Suppose if I get involved in that, if I am angry, then what happens? My dhyana today will not happen. So, entire day he should be thinking about that. So, and then next is Vigata Bhihi, that is Nirbhayata. The person who is doing dhyana should be out of fear. So, Nirbhita. So, he should not be scared of anything. So, when we look at a person, one who is doing dhyana, we may he is Saumya Murti, very very soft, and he is very Saumya, but at the same time he is very strong. We may think that he is very timid. No, he is not at all timid. He is very strong, but he's very soft. He's very soft. He never troubles anyone, but at the same time he's not scared of anything. Again, if the fear factor is there in the mind, dhyana cannot happen. If you are scared of anything, then you cannot do dhyana. So vigata bhihi. Why the sadhaka will not have fear? Because he firmly believes God. So one who is strong devotee of God, he will not have any fear. And then brahmachari vrute sthitaha. So he should be jitendriya, means he should have conquered his indriyas. So if a person wants to go to God, then his mind should be focused in a single point called as Bhagavan. So then naturally it cannot be scattered here and there. If it is scattered here and there, especially in the worldly affairs, then he cannot go near God. Therefore, he should have that brahmacharya vrita, that is perfect control over his sense organs. Only then he can achieve this. Only then he can go near God. And then, uh, so in this world, in this transient world, so what is there to love, to enjoy, and to say that it belongs to me and to understand? So it is only one thing, that is God. So what is worth understanding, loving, enjoying, and possessiveness? It belongs to me. So we might have heard these things many times. I love, I enjoy so and so company, or this belongs to me, or it is mine. So all these things we might have heard, but all these things what we think that they belong to me, or I love their company, I enjoy their company, they're all temporary, they are not permanent. So they are all restricted to few years. But if we start doing all these things with Bhagavan, then that is eternal, that is permanent. So like how a sponge, if it is dipped in water, so when you take it out, through all the holes, what comes? Only water. Everywhere there is water. In the same way, if while doing dhyana, if we totally immerse in God thoughts, then when we wake up from dhyana, when we come out of it, then also everywhere there will be thoughts of Bhagavan. That's how a person should do dhyana, says Krishna. Mahodaya, agre pathatu.
अस्तु महोदय युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानं योगी नियतमानसः शान्तिं निर्वाणपरमां मत्संस्थामधिगच्छति
धन्यवाद महोदय. युञ्जन एवं सदात्मानम, एवं like this, sada always, atmanam yourself. So connecting um, yourself to God in this way. And then yogi, that is one who does meditation or meditator. And niyatamanasa, so whose mind is mastered. And then what happens to him? Shantim nirvana param, the peace which is centered on me. And then mat samstham adhigachati, which is in the form of absorption in me, which is ultimate liberation, he says. So, a yogi, as we have seen in the previous shloka, so after conquering his mind, what he should do? He should keep that mind always in yoga. So, it should not be disturbed with the worldly affairs. So, it's not that I will focus my mind when doing dhyana or meditation, and later I'll just leave it free to roam in the materialistic world. So, whatever comes on the way, I'll deal with it, I'll shout at someone, so I lose my patience for something, and I'll see how I can gain money. So I'll do all these worldly things, I'll come home and I'll sit and do meditation, and I'll please God. No, it's not. So if we have to do proper dhyana, if we have to do proper meditation, it's not that only evening we'll sit and do that. So what we should do, entire day our mind should be preparing for dhyana. So entire day we should not lose our patience. So we should not uh, uh, shout at anyone, or we should not engage ourselves in any wrong things. So this is the continuous process. It is not that only 1 hour morning, 1 hour evening I'll do. It's not like that. It is continuous process. Only that 1 hour we are completely engrossed, but other time we are doing our prescribed duties, but still we are preparing our mind for the dhyana. So there is no single day leave for this, because if a sadhaka, if he wants to get moksha, or if he wants to get peace of mind, every day he should practice that. Only then he can achieve that. So suppose we start doing dhyana early morning, I'll get up and do, and then what happens? One day I feel very sleepy, so I'll skip. I feel very lazy, next day also I skip. Then what happens? Third day it becomes a habit. So so again, to start from the beginning, it takes so much of effort to again start. So once if we start, then it should be consistent, it should be continuous, otherwise it's not possible. So it said that in one corner of the mind, always Bhagwan should be there. Whatever work we are doing, but always Bhagwan should be there. Like how a mother, when she gets a baby, so after 6 months or 1 year, she starts going to office. So she may be doing office work, but in a corner of a mind, the thought will be there, what my baby must be doing now. So whether he or she ate or not, slept or not. So always that she can never forget that she is a mother now. So that thought will be always there. Whatever she is doing, whatever she is working, she may be in conference, she may be presenting something, but then also in corner of her mind she can never forget that she is a mother now. So the day one only, it fixes in her mind that she is a mother. So day one only her priority will be her child. In the same way, whatever we do entire day, we will be doing so many things, our prescribed duties, but in the corner of our mind Bhagwan should be there always. We should never forget that. So whatever work we are doing, so we should do it sincerely, but we should never forget Bhagwan. So if Bhagwan is there, then I think we cannot do any wrong things. Then always we'll be preparing for the evening meditation, morning meditation. So if we shout or if we do any wrong things, then meditation cannot happen. So if I have to do, I have to sit for meditation. And why we do meditation, that also gives lot of peace of mind. No, we get entire day we will be very calm, and that is the purpose of doing meditation. And for that, before also we should do preparation, and after that definitely we can enjoy that state of calmness. So that happens only when entire day we are doing it, and the thought that Bhagwan is always with me should be there whatever we are doing. And in Shantim Nirvana Parama Mat Samstham Adhigachati, they says. So uh, Nirvana Paramam Shantim. So it is Paramananda's Parakashta, the peak of the happiness that we are getting. So when always Bhagwan is there in the corner of our mind and we do meditation like this, then what happens? We'll get Nirvana Shanti, which is very Sreshta. Why it is so Sreshta? Why it is Paramananda Parakashta? It is because once we get that calmness, then we will never look back. It is like we say, when we get salvation or moksha, then we never return. That is, punarjanma will not be there. We'll never return to the cycle of birth and death. In the same way, if we achieve that calmness, then we can never look back, or will never come back to this state where we are. We are experiencing so many things, no? So that is not there. So always will be in the divine state of happiness and divine state of calmness. So then he says, Mat samstham adhigachati. So they will come to uh, my place. So his place. So we merge with Bhagavan, or the sadhaka merges with the Bhagavan. Like how, I don't know how many of you have seen charcoal, and there will be that thing, what it is called, stove, or what it is called, I'm not getting that word. So that uh, we cook food, no, for Bhagwan's Naivedya and all. So there will be burning charcoals, and then if we put a plain charcoal into that, after some times we'll see that this charcoal also becomes red and that also starts burning. So we cannot identify which one I have put into that recently. So it becomes one with all those burning charcoals. So, in the same way, if we are always thinking about God, we will become one with that, will merge with God, where there is eternal peace and eternal happiness. So, the idea of doing this meditation is to be calm and composed always, to be happy always. So, for that, we should do the meditation like how Bhagavan says. So this is the end of 15th shloka. So we'll continue next 5 shlokas in the next week. Dhanyavad sarvebhyah. Bhagini,
धन्यवाद भगिनि.
so
शान्ति
शान्ति मन्त्रं वदतु, अनन्तरं पारायणं करोति वा?
हा भगिनि.
अस्तु.
Still 8:45. We can do that.
Yeah,
last week 5 shlokas also we have to do now. Bhagini.
Yeah. Time is there. You can do.
One second. Om Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.